Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a new chapter in my book called 71 Powerful Writing Habits You Can Learn from Self-Publishing 91 Books. This is the ninth chapter, and this is the chapter I'm bolding, uh, and it's called Be Open to Changing Your Team, uh, cover designer slash editor. Um, the self-publishing industry is run around a budget. If you have plenty of money, I would encourage you to hire the services of the editor who edited over 60 of my books, and who wrote the foreword of this book, and her details are in the back of the book. If you've got a good income, or you've got a good budget to self-publish a book, I really encourage her editing. She does 3 stages of editing. She does a line edit and a copy edit on your book. Then she does over the phone or over Zoom reading of your book, where she reads your book aloud to you, and you do a further edit, and people say that your book needs to be heard, it needs to be sounded out for you to pick up mistakes, and we pick up plenty of mistakes in that read through. And then she does a final proofread and adds scripture references and adds references to your book, and does hyperlinks. So she's a very experienced editor, and believe me, if I had the income, I'd do it. But when I'm producing one book a month, I need an editor now that will be inexpensive for me, and not the premium amount of money and quality job that I can get done. So you write to a budget, so you need to publish your books according to your budget. And I've only got a budget of about $800 a month, and I've got a pay for every part of my team. The cover designer I had for many years, who did about 70 of my covers, used to charge $190 Australian, and that was a cheap price to me, compared to the other options in his gig. He gave me the best option out of it, the 3 options of his gig, and the cheapest option. And he did covers at a very comparable price for me. I was approached by another cover designer to do covers, and I shared with him my Amazon page and asked him, could he do covers of the same quality for me, and how much could he charge me. And he was going to charge me $90 less Australian for my covers. If you see the covers that were done by the original cover designers, and the covers that have been done by the new designer, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They both look professional, they look comparable. And when my income has gone down by a quarter, my income is about $500 a month now. Because my income has been slashed by less book sales over the last 2 years, I haven't had the money to pay someone double the price for a cover, when I can pay half the price and get the same quality being done. So in the long term, if you plan to be a writer for any amount of time and produce quite a number of books, you have to be open and flexible to change any part of your team. I had a team member editing my books who was a personal friend, and he lost his job as an airline pilot, and he's under tremendous stress, and he suddenly didn't have the brain space to be able to edit my books. He was editing my books for free, and another friend was proofreading what he'd edited. So I had a good team for about 10 books. But my main editor, who was doing it for free, and I was subsidizing him, paying him from time to time, he had to quit on me, and I had to find another editor on Fiverr. So you have to be open and flexible. You can't just down tools, and you can't go from writing one book a month to one book every 6 months because your budget has changed. You've got to shift, and you've got to change, and you've got to be a flexible dancer and be able to release a quality product, or the best quality that you can produce for your budget. And you've got to be happy to change and flexible to change. So I've had 2 changes of editors. I've had a change in cover designer. For a time there, I had a falling out with my publisher, and I was having to self-publish my books by hiring someone on Fiverr to do the layouts for the Kindle book and the paperback book. At that time, I couldn't get hardcovers done, and I couldn't get Audible books done because my publisher used to do them. So I've got a few books that haven't got Audible books on them and hardcover books because I lost my publisher. So if you're going to be in the publishing business for any amount of time, and you're going to publish multiple books, you have to be flexible. You have to be open to changing your team and switching out team members. Hope this has been informative to you.